Hello YouTubers. Well, what am I up to in this video? Just putting the finishing touches on the Johnson CS2156 saw that I had here. More specifically, setting up a bar and chain on it here. As you can see, I got it on the saw. This is a like new or brand new chain that somebody used a couple times and they rocked it or well, just plain stuck it in the dirt. Poor cutting practices. They knocked all the corners off the edge on it. Anyways, I've been filing away at this thing. This chain and like I say, it's let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit. There we go. As you can see here, this is essentially, it's a brand new chain. It's the teeth are the teeth are 99% there. Like I say, it's never been sharpened. This is a factory grind on it. This is an Oregon LP, I think an LP type chain they call it. It's got the extra safety bumper here, but this one is not the full square ramped one. It actually has their newer style cutaway, or a little bit of like a saddle notch cut in here. These chains are actually not bad. They are a full, I will say these chains are a full chisel chain, saw chain, and they do cut pretty good. But they do have this extra safety raker in here. They're actually a very smooth cutting chain when you get them set up right. They're not the fastest, not like a still RS23 or the new RS Pro. Those are real fast cutting chains. They're really nice. But anyways, just want to show you here. I'm gonna see if I can zoom you folks in here a little bit on a couple of these teeth, saw teeth here. There we go. As you can see here, it's not even showing on the camera how bad this is, but the whole edge is knocked off of it here, and it's literally, it's all jagged in here, and the corner is blunted off. There's quite a few on. This is the worst side here. The other side here that I sharpened is I got a nice gullet taken out of it, and I got a nice edge on the top plate like you're supposed to. But this here, this is just plain ugly. But anyways, now I went ahead and on the other side here, it doesn't really show. The camera is making a glare here, but I went ahead and also at the same time, after I was done sharpening, I adjusted my raker height here with try and zoom back out here. With one of these Husqvarna, these traditional filing plates here. These are reminiscent of the old Carlton, kind of what they call the philo plate or something like that. I forget exactly what they call them, but Husqvarna's had these for years. But actually, even now, they're getting these are getting a bit harder to find. They're promoting the sale of those. They've got them built into those all-in-one sharpening guides, where it's got a little short stubby thing like this with a double wide gauge, and then they've got two rollers in the top of them for doing your filing. Like I say, an all-in-one. This is obviously a 325 chain. This is not a 3/8 chain. This saw, like I say, came from the factory. These a lot of the 357 XP Husqvarnas and these related sister saws, the Johnson Red line, like the 2156s, they actually came from the factory with 325 chain and drive sprocket and chain and bar on this, because they're a small bar mount saw. They're like a KO 95 type mount. I had a good Oregon bar. It's got a little bit of use on it. Anyways, this is one of the better ones I had here. Anyways, I'm going to keep filing away here. I don't know if I'm going to set you folks up here to see exactly what I'm doing or not. This isn't an instructional video on how to file, just what I'm doing. But what the heck. I'll see if I can get you folks set up here at a decent view here, just to show you what I'm doing here. This chain is pretty rough. I mean, it's a brand new chain, but somebody really knocked the corners off of it here on a few of these teeth here. I'm not going to throw, I mean, somebody else gave it to me because they basically were throwing it away, but hey, if I can still get 80% of a almost new chain out of this after sharpening it, I'm definitely gonna go that route. So saves me from buying a chain, especially at the prices right now that saw chains are priced at, and it doesn't look like the price is going to be going down anytime soon. Unfortunately, we're stuck into that mode of hyperinflation now, I guess. So these 325 chains, of course, you use a 3/16 file on them is what I've got here. This is a still file. They're a nice, smooth, fine cut file. They work really nice. Not so good if you're trying to remove a lot of material in a hurry, kind of like this here. In that regard, I kind of like the Husqvarna rapid cut or double cut files that they have for doing this kind of work. But this still file's got a lot of mileage on it. I should really change it out, but this chain has never been filed. Like I say, it still has the factory grind. So, anyways, if kind of looks like I'm being a bit rough here in my filing, well, like I say, I'm trying to pull some extra material off here. So, anyways, I might just back you folks out a bit here. There we go. I don't use any fancy guides or I just follow the little stamp markers on the top edge of the tooth there for more or less, and I don't use any fancy angles other than I just, like I say, if it looks like I'm being a bit aggressive, it is because, like I say, I got quite a bit of material to remove, and unfortunately, well, I don't know if you folks, it's already coming around pretty good. So, there we go. Now, yeah, it's got, this one wasn't as bad as some of these other ones are going to be here. These other ones here, some of them buggers, they're really chewed up. So don't know how this is gonna work here. But anyways, we got that one not too bad. Like I say, the first filing isn't going to be right to. Oh God, this one is horrible. Oh jeez. The whole corner on this one here is literally, it's rounded off and pulled right over. It's all broken up. I'm trying to take a little bit of the gullet out of it at the same time while I'm trying to file back this tooth. Oh, geez, this file is bad. I was trying to not use a new file on. Like I say, this file is. There we go. We got a nice little burr coming off already. There. I always feel for how much grab or point there is. That maybe sounds like a little bit funny to some people, but there we go. I just got the little burr off that one. So like I say, not perfect, but oh geez, this other one here is horrible too. Anyways, I'm not going to bore you with filing this whole thing here. I got to chew away this. I think what I'm going to do is I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take and swap out my file here because I'm not going to be, I don't feel like fighting with this dull file. But anyways, I'll bring you folks back here in a second. Okay, I couldn't take it. I went and swapped out and put a new file. I've filed already half this chain in no time or whatever, and it's nice and smooth, and you don't realize how nice a new file is until you swap over to one after you've been fighting with an old dull file. Can't complain. I got my money's worth out of that other one. I don't know how much filing I did on it. But anyways, I'll zoom you in a little again here a little bit if I can, and show you a little bit of what I'm doing. Ah, too close. Too close. There we go. Not a right up close detail, but I got another one of these real nasty teeth here that's chewed up pretty good here. So yeah, I'm wearing my gloves here in the shop because I don't have fire and it's cold in here. I prefer to file bare-handed when I do have a better feel for it. Getting that. This tooth was hit pretty hard here again. Here, this one, the whole front face edge of it on the top plate was folded right back, so chipped out and broken out potentially. So there we go. Now it's coming in here. Good enough for the first filing. We got to leave some chain for cutting wood, not just file till there's nothing left of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I file all this. I file all the ugliness out of it so that it does have bite. Just it'll come around after a couple sharpenings. You want to try and get some mileage out of a chain. I mean, I can sharpen them right until where they're cutting like a bugger, but you're also losing quite a bit of tooth on your chain when you do that. So you file to where it does work good, maybe not as good as you would like or as aggressive, but well, yeah, it's a balancing act. You try to get as much mileage as you can out of a chain compared to just filing for the sake of filing. So now. Everybody has their own style. This is my own file or put on a chain, so to speak. Say if your file is turned so much an angle like this, I have a tendency to bring my file back a little bit more in my filing, and put a tendency to put a little bit more of a, not so much of an angle on the tooth. I happen to square up the face just a tiny bit, not a whole lot, just ever so slightly. It makes for a little bit more aggressive cutting of a chain. It'll pull your edge a little quicker in dirty wood. You'll lose your sharp edge. Now when I'm filing, I'm using my opposite. I'm not just pushing. I'm pulling at the same time as I'm filing. It's tooth is almost there. Now I will say 325 chain is a lot harder to get a good edge on than filing a 3/8 chain. I don't know why. A lot of people, I mean, I can do it fine, but it seems to have there's a little bit more of an art to filing a small chain than there is standard 3/8. Most people that I've talked to have told me the same thing. They run into the same issues. I've never found it to be a real problem. You just got to be a little bit more. You just got to be a little bit more vigilant when you're filing. That's all. There we go. That one's good. Oh, we got another ugly one here. But anyways, I got another 3 or 4 left to go here. I'm gonna finish these up, and I'll recap here at the end when I'm done. Well, there we have it, folks. A how-to, not how-to chain sharpening video, if that makes any sense. But anyways, it didn't start out as that. I was just monkeying around the shop here, getting some saws sharpened up and ready to go cut some wood. But anyways, just thought I'd jump in there quick and show you a little bit of what I do here and how I sharpen my saws. So that's one way how I do the 325 chains. Every cutting situation is different. Doesn't matter whether I'm cutting softwood pine, semi-hardwood poplar. Sharpening techniques changed a little bit. I changed some of the angles on the end of the tooth a little bit. Take a little more gullet out of some, a little less out of others. Just depends how aggressive I want the chain, how I set my raker height and everything. So it all varies. It depends on what the species of the wood you're cutting. So, and we all have our personal preferences. Anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by, checking out this video. Try and keep it short. Usually I never do. But anyways, thanks everybody, and we'll see you all on the next one. Till then, take care.